tomorrow is the elimination rounds for the American Beatbox Championship.
Open elimination, meaning?
Open elimination, so I have 60 seconds to perform, and then there's like 100 or so people performing, and out of that 100 or so, they pick a top 16 to perform for the finals, and then that's it. So I got 60 seconds to prove myself.
You think you're gonna get past the
I really hope I can get past. I really hope.
You guys have 1 minute to give it all you got and make these judges want to pick you to move into the top 16 for tomorrow. Who thinks they're going to make the top 16? Make some noise.
All right. Next up, we got Zanzi. Woo! Yeah. All right, man, remember, you got 1 minute. Give it your all. Don't hold back. It's a minute on Zanzi. I 23. Yo, Zanzi 2 on 1. Let's get this thing going in 3, 2, 1.
So what is your name? State your name, soldier.
My name is Kyle Creaven. My stage name is Zanzi, and I'm a beatboxer. I was born in the Bronx. I lived in Yonkers, like on the border of Yonkers and the Bronx. It's like Little Ireland. My whole life. Both my parents are from Ireland, so I have dual citizenship for the U.S. and Ireland. So I go back pretty much once every year to see my family. Since my dad always worked a lot, so I always grew up with my mom taking us around and my sister. I love them. My mom always pushed me to do things, always did a lot. They always did a lot for me, like helping me with like Boy Scouts and all that. Since I'm an Eagle Scout, my mom, she was always a big influence on me, because she always helped push. Like both my parents, they're very hard workers, because they both grew up on farms in Ireland. And my sister, I love her to death, but also hate her to death as well. That's sibling rivalry.
How was Kyle's upbringing? What was Kyle like?
He was a very difficult child. He's good. Kyle was always easy.
I mean, he's an older brother, so I would kind of just tag along in any of like the games. So I would always try and get in with those, but then he would be like, no. We used to fight sometimes, but that's like normal. It's just a really basic brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
It was like raising Kyle Creaven. He was a pretty easy child to raise. For the first 3 weeks, you didn't know he had a baby in the house when he was born, and then all hell broke loose. He cried for 3 months, non-stop. He was good. He was fun. Always smiling. He was very young. He always had musical instruments, little shakers and different things, and then he really got into the guitar when we bought Guitar Hero, and then he's 6 or 7 I think. So.
Yeah.
And he built his own guitar 2 years ago. So, pretty good. Yeah. Now he's always loved music. He was very musical.
He started off with the guitar, then the ukulele, then the banjo, and all of this would be played in his room. And I'm right next to him too. The walls are thin, so. And then when the beatbox started, I was just, oh crap. Like another thing that I have to constantly listen to. But he's gotten better, so it's not that bad.
That's good. So Kyle's going to school now.
He'll be, I think, the forever student.
What makes you say that?
He likes to take his time.
Yeah, he's still going to college. I wish he was getting better grades, but I think his grades have come up a long way, and because I don't think there's much pressure on him in this college he's in as there was in the other college. So I think he's, for the most part, I think he's doing a lot better.
Do you think he will graduate?
I think so, but I don't know.
In high school, I became very depressed because my closest friend in Boy Scouts actually committed suicide on Thanksgiving. And so I kind of like lost myself for a while and getting over the depression, and then so I ended up having to leave Manhattan College and going to Westchester Community College. I shut myself out from a lot of people. I'm just trying to figure out what has gone on with my life. You never feel bad when you beatbox. Like with guitar, you can you can feel sad, you can get that, play those sad chords, but with beatboxing, it puts you in a better mood, and that's what keeps me going a lot. My first experience was I saw this dude, Blake Lewis. He was on American Idol. I saw him beatbox. I came second, and I was obsessed. I started, boots and cats, and then just working my way up and like getting the sounds clean. And you, my best friend Neil, because you started around the same time as me.
This is our secret handshake.
Yeah, kind of bonded. That's what really set the cement for me wanting to continue beatboxing.
What do your parents think about beatboxing?
You really want to know that?
Yes, I do.
I think they find it annoying sometimes, but I think it's good that I have an outlet.
Thought it very strange. Still, I don't know how to feel about it. It's I guess it's good, but I'm not that crazy on beatboxing.
Okay. Interesting. Why?
Strange.
But beatboxing is good because my father used to do something similar when I was a kid.
Right.
He played something with the Irish. We used to listen to this famous Irish guy on the button accordion called Joe Burke, and he used to mimic the music with his mouth. Afterwards, when the show would be over on the radio, he would mimic the tunes with his mouth.
Yeah.
He was pretty amazing doing it as well.
I guess it's okay if it's intertwined with music, but just going out beatboxing and just listening to him practice is crazy.
Do you like the kind of music that Kyle makes? Play guitar
Yeah.
and beatboxing and all that?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I wouldn't be into it, but
Yeah.
I get a lot of pleasure to see how he enjoys it.
What do you think of Kyle's beatboxing then?
It's pretty good. Yeah, he learns new stuff. I always hear him trying to learn new stuff as he's walking around the house. He starts recently he's been getting good at singing while beatboxing. So that's something that, I think is good that he does.
Is this the first time you're performing beatboxing?
Not performing beatboxing, but first time performing in front of the beatbox community. Performing in front of other people who don't really know about beatboxing, it's, even if someone's kind of good, they're still shocked. Yeah. But having to impress other people who actually know what they're doing, it's a challenge. So, a bit more nerves.
How do you think you're going to measure up to the competition?
Decent. I think I'll do better than I expect, but yeah, see how it goes.
So for you, being someone who just started to join the beatbox community, what's it like coming back? Oh, it's your second year.
Yeah, it's my second year.
So what's it like to come back?
So it's really exciting because now I actually know people, and now is when the community part really starts to kick in.
Yeah.
Because last year I was a little bit lost, didn't really know what was going on, but now that I know people's faces, people know me. It's more of a hey, how you doing, rather than oh, nice to meet you.
Right.
So coming back into that, and just seeing how everyone has improved their technique over the last year, myself and everyone else too.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to see that progress. It is a competition, but for most people, it's not about winning.
Right.
It's about the progress that
It's about the family.
the family and progress for the community as a whole.
Right.
Because every year, new sounds come out that people are just like, I thought of this in my shower last year. Like, yo,
It's always the
gonna be
shower,
so
too.
sick. It's always the shower.
Yeah, it's always the shower.
But you know, it's really exciting when people you bring this to the community, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, what's
Hell
your
yeah.
name again? Wait, what's your name?
My name is Corey. My stage name is Shimmy.
Shimmy. Hell yeah. Thank you, Shimmy. Thank you, Corey.
My man.
It was great. There was a lot of beatboxers and a lot more people than what I thought, and a lot of amazingly skilled beatboxers, and that are actually in the community. Instead of seeing it on YouTube, on your phone, be like, oh, that's amazing, and then seeing it in person, it's two different like worlds. I got to perform for the elimination rounds. I didn't make it through, but it went really well. It went better than expected. But then again, as a musician, you're like, oh, I could have done something better. Seeing like other people perform, like, oh, I should have done that, or I should have done something similar to that. But everyone was super friendly. Everyone wanted to share, like, oh, you were good, like, and share different sounds. Like, oh, what's that sound you're working on? And like, it's a big community, and just everyone wants to help each other grow and become better beatboxers and to make just good music and have fun. That's one big drawing to beatboxing, is the community. It's just filled with love.
That's beautiful. What do you think he's going to do after college?
Well, I hope he does engineering. I want him to get a job so that someday he'll be able to retire.
Do you think Kyle could become successful from beatboxing?
I told him a long time ago when he said that he preferred to go to music school, and I told him I wasn't raising no rock star. Go to school and do what you want to do then afterwards, because education, no matter who you are, is very important.
I think he should really focus on that instead of the beatboxing. For his future, he can always beatbox on a weekend or do whatever part-time or for fun. But as a career, I think engineering or some other job puts food on the table.
Yeah, I don't know about would I think he'd become a successful rock star or beatboxer? I think he could, but I'm more interested in his education right now.
And if it takes a little longer to graduate, it takes longer, but you need to finish once you start. You really, really do. But he said he will graduate and finish. So I'm hoping he keeps his word.
What do you think Kyle is going to do with his life? What do you think his future endeavors hold?
I don't think Kyle knows that either.
I don't think he knows exactly which direction he's going yet. But that's fine, but you gotta make that decision soon.
Yeah.
Older you're getting, not younger. He'll always have music. He'll always be involved with music and beatboxing.
Is Kyle gonna see this?
Yeah, probably.
Good luck. Good luck, brother. Good luck.
Do you have any words to anybody who doesn't like beatboxing or thinks it'll never be as popular as we believe it will come to be?
Just keep an open mind, because like a lot of people with certain musical genres, like when hip hop or whatever was coming up, like a lot of people thought it was bad. In certain communities, like, oh, that's bad, like that's not music at all. And then look at now, most of the music on the radio station is like hip hop or like R&B or something like that, or like dance, like dubstep and all that. People thought, oh, that's bad music, and then just blew down. Most music now is electronic or hip hop, and it's a lot of cross breathing and all that. So with beatboxing, people who say, "Oh, it's not gonna go anywhere, it's not gonna get you anywhere," just wait, keep an open mind, because it may not be anything right now, but maybe a few years down the road, it could be the biggest thing to hit, like the musical scene or anything. So always keep an open mind, open ears, and maybe try it, because you can't really hate something that you don't fully understand, you know?
True.
Excuse me.
Math time.